Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's another guide about the Throne of Liberty, Wand and Staff user, Invocator, and now we're talking about the PVE Dungeons skill guide. If you're wondering what's about the gear guides, I have a lot of them on the channel. Just check the channel, please. It's a lot of guides about this specific class, about the gear progression, where to get this gear and everything else. And you also have a skill guides for arena, for PVE, for AoE grind, for mass PvP, for everything. But we have a new patch. And with the new patch, we have new dungeons, 2-star dungeons. And I always saying, PvE in this game is super simple. No, it's not. I tried yesterday few new dungeons and they are, if you know the mechanics, it's fine, you can manage. But still, you need to change a little bit your skill build for the PvE. Because before that, I was going in the 1-star dungeons, I was going just full damage dealing and with one heal and we were doing fine. Now I need the full-fledged heals. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, right? And please like the video if you like the video. So we're talking about today how to manage to go to these dungeons, Dimensional Circle 2, these ones. First of all, please watch the videos in the YouTube, the mechanics of these dungeons. But second of all, we are healer and buffer, right? In this new patch, we have a lot of cool buffs for the staff. But for the PvP, if we're talking about the PvE, we need to go full-fledged buffer, healing, and a little bit of damage setup. And we're talking about this at the moment. So if you want the gear build, you have it in description below. The full-fledged quest log gear build. I'm running the endurance, melee and ranged endurance build. And I'm focusing right now with the new dungeons, the 4-piece of the Ascendant. No, where is that? Yes, Ascendant Guardian Gloves. I also have pants, but we will focus also chest and we will also focus head. So we'll have what? We'll have 25% more skill heal. Proper healer, like proper one, right? First, we are talking about the passives. Full heal skill build with the bonuses from the buffs. So we're going this asceticism for the mana regeneration. For the mana regeneration and heavy attacks. We're going full mana amplification for the mana and more HP. And we're going for flame consideration. You can take something else from the damage things. But your fireballs are pretty good with the damage. They are making the burn effect, so this thing will help. And also this thing will stack on the burning. It will stack a heavy attack chance. So you at least will have some good damage on, on specific timeline. Now we're talking about the healing things. The most important ones are Noble Revival for the skill heal more percentage. That's just a pure direct skill heal. This is really good. Per 1000 of max mana, and we have 11,000. So, my skill heal is 77% without the 4-piece from the Ascendant. And it will be more than 100, which is super, super good. We also have a lot of cooldown speed percentage, because the mage, the Invocator, staff, and wand build for the healers, what we lack the cooldown speed. We are not balls which can do the killing touch all the time, so we need the cooldown speed. And we need a lot of HP. That's what we do in PvE. Skill heal, then this thing. During the day, skill heal increased by 30%. That's super good. During the night, it's about curses, so we need to change it for something. And I actually don't know to what in PvE. Maybe this? No, I don't know. Just tell me in the comments below what you can change it during the night. But during the day, definitely skill heal increased 30%. Then you have this thing. Granting healing, recovery, and regen to allies via active skill increase mana regen and blah blah. So you just more mana regeneration, more skill heal per stack. And this thing, when you take in skill damage from the boss, for example, you have additional skill heal as well. So overall, it's stacking around you. And after you do this, right? Look, 5 stacks. Let's check it. Check it. Look at that, 115%. That's good, right? So these passives are really, really huge. So you're beginning with something small, like just, let's talk about that a little bit later, but you need to stack this thing and then do the proper big heals, right? And I have this. This is Vampiric Contract. It's actually pretty good when you're bombing enemy with your skills. Let me check something. The thing is the following, I just checked it. This skill is working only if on the enemy is your curse, and then every damage that you do, make it back as a vampiric to you or to your party mate, which are chosen, selected right now in the party. but without any curses on the top, it's not working. So you get rid of this thing, and I actually don't know what to put there more for the PvE, or you get rid, unfortunately, from the Ice Spear Bombardment. That's not a huge damage, but that's okay damage for you. So what you do, without the Ice Spear or Ice Spear Bombardment, you take back the Touch of Despair and make it AoE, make it more time, right? So you take this, and now, look, when I apply the curse on the target and do every damage, look, see? From all of the damage, I will have heals, the vampiric. Okay, the tank is blocking some big attacks from the boss. You select the tank, and then you do all the damage to the boss as well, because you're helping your party, right? And you're healing the tank. So this is actually a pretty good one. Unfortunately, we need to change Ice Spear Bombardment to the Touch of Despair, but it's also doing pretty okay damage for a long duration. So now let's talk about the active skills, right? All right, so first, damage. So you have your Chain Lightning. It's super fast skill, cooldown on only 5 seconds, and it have a lot of AoE effects. And we choose all of them, because this thing will apply the area damage on the spot. This thing will transfer damage, like to become a real Chain Lightning without any wet or freeze, and this thing just make the damage for all of the targets the same. So that's really cool damage for the trash mobs and for the boss as well, because it will land this Chain Lightning, creates 3-meter radius zone. So take this. Fireballs. Fireballs are stacking our heavy attack chance and also burning. So this is really good. Fireballs are our main priority for the attacking skills. So we don't take the focus firebomb. This thing is for PvP. We take just the insta-casting. It's super fast. You just click 3 times, 3 fireballs flying, and you have a lot of damage, and you have AoE effect, and you can move during that. So you take this, this, and this. Then Touch of Despair with additional radius and effect duration, just, for some damage, and also for the vampiric. And then you take Judgment Lightning. You can also do the following. You can take out radius and effect duration and put it into the lightning, but the thing is, the Chain Lightning, this one, it is not decreasing damage when it's AoE. The Judgment Lightning do decrease damage when it's AoE, so it's 760% of base damage when it's single target, and it's only 500% when it's AoE. So it makes sense for the PvE, for the bosses, right? Not for the grind, but for the bosses, just to have a Judgment Lightning. It's really huge damage from your class, so you take this. And that's all. You remember before that, I have Fire Barrage, I have Meteors, I have different things like explosions. Now it's nothing, because the bosses and the 2-star dungeons are pretty hard, and 3-star dungeons with new equipment will be in the game only in March 2025. So before that, we can't grow with the score, with the gear score. Look at that. My gear score right now is 3,475. We can't grow with it, because it will be the same things that we can get from the dungeons. It's just now we can get really cool 4 pieces gears, which were before that only in the world bosses. But the gear score will not grow. So they will be same hard, the dungeons, the 2-star dungeons, they will be same hard till the end of the first quarter of 2025. So you need a lot of heals. Now, heals. Right, let's start with the massive and the most critical ones. We have Blast Barrier. You put it on the target, so the target for 6 seconds will have additional defenses, and also during the day you will get additional 45% of potential of healing, and during the night additional endurances. So you drop it always on the target first, you drop it on the target, and then you heal. Look, 6,000, 6,000. And you also see the additional effect from that, and I'll explain why after that. Or you just put the circle, and look, it's only 400, 500, sometimes 600, because it's stacking, it's growing, but with the barrier, it will be much bigger amount of heals. So you put it first, then you drop the Swift Healing. Swift Healing is our main single heal, the huge one, 570% of base damage. And you also need additional stuff for that. First, additional restores the user's health, your health. So you're healing your party member and you heal yourself. You can see it right now. You can see 2 numbers, like 6 plus 2. So plus 2 is from this. And it's huge. You don't need to heal yourself. You heal your party mate and you heal yourself, right? That's really good. Now the consecutive use. You can use it 3 times in a row, and skill distance increase. You just need more distance. The last one, additional restore of allies mana. It's really good as well, but you don't have enough skill specialization points. Now we are taking nothing for the blessed barrier, and we have, of course, clay salvation, the mass heal, and we're taking for that just the additional radius. Maybe the weaken removal, it's like removing one type of weaken for all party, is okay, but you need to sacrifice something, maybe invisible wall. I will talk about that a little bit later. So this is our main heals, and of course you're taking Fountain of Life. It's situational. It's not like for all of the situation, but when tank is staying nearby boss and fight with some blocks and attacks, you just put it under the tank or under your damage dealers, and you have additional HP and additional mana restoration. This skill specialization is additional recovery mana by 40 when healed. It's actually pretty good. Look, I will put a barrier on myself and put this. It's 1000 tick plus 40 of mana. Not a big amount, but you can do it every 26 seconds. So that's actually fine. And that's all the heals, right? Now you have buffs and shields. So first of all, the super simple one is Inner Peace. The staff is perfect weapon for any occasion because of the mana. You can even get this thing, Forbidden Sanctuary, instead of, for instance, Vampiric, or instead of this thing during the night, and you will have additional skill damage, which is additional skill heal as well, but minus 15% of cost mana efficiency. And it's really hard, so sometimes it's better not to have it, right? Just to have more mana, but you can change it. And this thing, you stay at the same place and you have really good restoration of mana, and then after that you also have Inner Peace mana cost efficiency thing for 88%. So you do that, and after that you can do, big heals and good stuff. Now let's talk about the shields and buffs. So shields, you have mass shields, and they became less when they are mass. So if it's just a single, it's 940% base damage plus 542 damage. And if it's mass, it's only 564 plus 325. So you decide. If you want additional heal, the proper one, you just take the single shield, look at that, plus additional 3000 of HP, right? You take this without any specialization, and you can use these points actually to have additional mana recovery for the swift healing, to have weaken removal, or to have bigger radius of the Fountain of Life. So I propose, if you need more mana here, if you need just weaken removal, you take this. But sometimes it's much more easier just to click one button and everybody in the radius, look at that, everybody in the radius in your party will have additional, it was a heavy attack I think, plus 3000, so it will be plus 1500. Pretty good. Buffs. So you have few buffs in your arsenal, and I propose to use 2 of them for the party. So first one, Enchanting Time. This is actually the debuff, but you can choose this specialization, Enchanting Time, and friendly target skill damage boost increased by 190 for 9 seconds, which is, if you're using it on yourself, more heals, like bigger heals, and from 10,000 of the damage, this thing will add, I think, 2-3,000. So 20-30% additional damage or additional heals, really good. And also duration increase. So what you can do with that, you can do it always on you, and look, it's 17 seconds cooldown, and it's working for almost 17 seconds. I mean, maybe even more with all the cooldown things that you have on gear. So you can do it, look, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. So you can do it continuously. Look, it will be continuously on yourself. So you will have what? You will have, what is that? Skill damage boost, 380. It's huge. It's really huge. So you can put it on yourself, or you can put it on the damage dealer the whole time during the dungeons, and additional 15 to 20% of the damage. It's huge for when you are dying super fast and you need to kill the boss super fast as well, right? Yes. Yeah, she thinks yes. Okay, so this is the buff, and also you have this thing. Every party member within the attack range cooldown speed increased by 18% and movement speed. You can use it on yourself without all of these buffs, right? And it will be like big 54% of cooldown speed. So you choose, you want your party to make more damage and move faster, and you also have additional max damage for 15%, for 15, or you do it on yourself for faster heals. Overly, this is better. You can use it pretty fast, and on the bosses to have on your party the additional 18% of cooldown speed, and also this thing on your damage dealer helps a lot. So this is the thing, and during the co-op dungeons, these ones, you definitely need as much as possible heal potential and buff potential and shield potential, right? And it's working pretty good. You're also doing pretty good amount of damage because of the, of all the stacks of the heavy attack damage. You're also stacking all the heals potential. So this class can heal a lot, and you have basically unlimited amount of mana, which is super, super good, right? So one more time, you need to remember, my name is PLK, please subscribe to the channel, please, please, please. Comment below, guys, what do you think about this skill build for the heals for the co-op dungeons? And if you don't see any gear builds, you can find it in the description below. And the next video will be about the new gear builds. I mean, because we have additional gear, not new one, but additional, more easy getting gear from the dungeons. So let's see what we can get from it. And I will go definitely 4-piece Ascended. So it will be a lot of heals, and I will show it to you. I will see you next time, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.